Have you heard the story about the guy who thought he bought the Brooklyn Bridge? Well, was that really so far-fetched? Let me know what you think at the end of this story with a twist. Gather round, history buffs and trivia lovers. Let's take a whimsical wander back to the crisp autumn of 1626, where our tale unfolds in the bustling city of Amsterdam. Imagine a politician, quill in hand, drafting a letter that would etch the first lines of Manhattan's storied past into the annals of history. He writes to the Legislative Assembly of the Netherlands, his words painting a picture of hope and new beginnings. It read, "High and mighty lords, a ship has just docked, bringing news from New Netherland. Our people thrive, families grow, and, oh, we've clinched a deal for Manhattan, or Manhatties, for a mere 60 guilders.
Fast forward through your history class, and you'll recall the legend of the $24 Swindle deal for Manhattan, a story often told with a mix of marvel and a pinch of skepticism. But, as we peel back the layers, there's more to this transaction than meets the eye. Before New York was, well, New York, it donned the name New Amsterdam, standing proudly as the heart of the Dutch colony of New Netherland. Enter Peter Minuit, the man of the hour, whose word was law and whose decisions shaped the future of this new land. With authority unmatched, he struck a deal with the Canarsie Indians on May 6, 1626, acquiring Manhattan, a land of about 22 square miles, for what seems like a song. But let's zoom in on that deal, shall we? Historians remind us that comparing this purchase to a modern-day real estate coup, like that eye-watering $622 per square foot purchase at Nassau and Wall Street, is like comparing apples to, well, skyscrapers. The appreciation over 3 centuries? A staggering 391 billion%. Mind-boggling, isn't it? Now, before we judge the fairness of this deal, let's remember, by the standards of the time, it was all above board, complete with an ornate document to seal the agreement. Yet, this transaction, dubbed the Great Manhattan Swindle, has its share of critics. Did the early settlers truly compensate the native inhabitants fairly? That's a debate for another day, but consider this. The value of those 60 guilders in 1626, adjusted for today's economy, would amount to much more than a mere $24 worth of beads and trinkets. And here's the twist in our tale. The Canarsie Indians, those supposed sellers of Manhattan, didn't even live there. They were just visiting, making this sale one of the most audacious real estate moves in history. After pocketing the deal of a lifetime, they paddled back to Brooklyn, leaving behind a legacy that would become the stuff of legends. So, there you have it, the story of Manhattan's purchase, from a group of Indians that didn't even own it. A narrative that weaves through the fabric of New York's rich history. It's a tale of ambition, savvy negotiations, and, let's be honest, a bit of cheeky maneuvering. So now, you know there was a new twist to this story. But, as with all great tales, there's always more to explore, more to question, and more to marvel at. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more stories with a twist.